We're here at Citrix Synergy in Atlanta, Georgia, and we stopped by the Bitdefender booth. Can you tell us a little bit about the company and what you're showing here at Synergy?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, thanks for dropping by. A bit of background on Bitdefender. Bitdefender is a leading global cybersecurity company providing security solutions to more than 500 million users in 150 countries worldwide. We focus on the enterprise market, but we also provide the security solutions for the consumer market as well.
And how do you work together with Citrix?
Bitdefender has a long, good-standing partnership with Citrix. We've been a Citrix Ready partner for a number of years, and we're very proud. Last year we achieved global level partnership within Citrix Ready.
So what are some of the solutions that you're showing here at Synergy?
All right, at Citrix Synergy this year we're showcasing a couple of solutions that are Citrix Ready. The first solution is called Security for Virtualized Environments, and it's short SVE. SVE is really focused on helping organizations secure their virtualized environments without having to trade off any of the performance metrics that are usually associated with the impact on performance added by security. With SVE, customers can take advantage of technologies like application control, patch management, anti-malware with process monitoring, and anti-exploit technologies that are designed to work in the virtualized environment and can be deployed across on-premises infrastructures as well as public cloud. On the management console part, Bitdefender integrates with virtualization platforms as well as cloud platforms to help customers deliver consistent policy configurations across heterogeneous environments. Overall, we simplify the way organizations consume security, and we make sure we do not damage the operational side of the business. The second solution is a solution that is designed specifically to work with Citrix Hypervisor. It's a technology called Hypervisor Introspection, designed to prevent zero-day attacks, zero-day exploits. The technology integrates with an API embedded in the Citrix Hypervisor called Direct Inspect APIs. And based on that integration, Hypervisor Introspection is monitoring the memory access within each virtual machine in real time, detecting essentially when any type of exploitation attempt is being conducted and prevented before any type of payload, malicious payload, gets executed in memory. And we leverage Hypervisor Introspection to deliver a very interesting solution we call Browser Isolation. A solution that is designed to, first of all, decouple the web browser from the end user computing device, which may be a laptop or a desktop or even a VDI. And we take out the browser, we put it on a server in a, let's say, restricted area of the data center, maybe like a DMZ. And customers will consume the isolated browser via the Citrix Virtualized App technologies, but on the server computing side, the browser lives on servers or virtual machines that are running on XenServer and protected by Hypervisor Introspection, at which point we deliver the security service for the isolated browser. And this is a security technology that I'm going to showcase next.
Great. Is that something we can take a look at?
Oh, absolutely. Let's go ahead.
So what are we taking a look at?
Well, I prepared a very short demo for you in which we're going to have a look at how an external attacker can trick a user into accessing an infected website, and based on a very simple click on a URL, the end user device gets compromised. After we understand how the initial compromise is being conducted, we're going to see how a technology like Hypervisor Introspection in a browser isolated environment can defend users against such attacks without really impacting any performance on the end user device.
Great.
So let's have a look. For the purpose of the demo, we're looking at an environment built on XenServer on which we deployed Hypervisor Introspection, and we're going to focus in on a Windows 10 VM that has a Firefox web browser deployed that has a code execution vulnerability in it. On the end user system, the end user will simply click on a URL provided by an attacker in an email, And as a byproduct of this attack, we noticed after the user clicked on that URL, a command prompt was spawned. This is for demo purposes to understand how an attacker based on a user clicking on a URL gets code execution capabilities on the end user device. So the attack is very straightforward. At this point in time, if the attack would progress, the attacker would be able to eventually take control of the end user system and further develop his or her attack. Moving forward, we're going to have a quick look at a few configurations on the Gravity Zone side where we look at HVI user space configurations. And the administrator is simply enabling the user space memory introspection protection for HVI in the XenServer environment. And we notice one of those rules is focused on browsers. Any type of browser is supported, including Firefox. So the administrator doesn't have a lot to do in terms of configurations. The module is simply activated and the configuration policy is now saved. Once the configuration policy is saved, it's available as a template. We gave it a descriptive name, hypervisor introspection enabled, and then we simply navigate to the network inventory portion where an unprotected system becomes protected by simply selecting it and assigning a policy that enables hypervisor introspection, the policy we previously configured. All the configuration flows are very, very straightforward, and within a few seconds, the VDI becomes protected in this scenario. Once the VDI is protected, we're going to have another look at how the initial exploit worked. We're going to switch to the end user device, and we're going to click again on that URL. This time, when we do click on the URL, the web browser starts, the web page is loaded, but there is no code execution that happens in the background. There is no command prompt that's visible or started. If we look at the Gravity Zone events reported by hypervisor introspection, we're going to notice hypervisor introspection worked to protect the user in a seamless fashion. The user had no idea this happened in the background, but hypervisor introspection prevented an active exploit from executing its payload. This type of technology is very well suited for browser isolation. The solution can be easily consumed by end users, replacing essentially the traditional architectures in which browsers are usually delivered on the end user device instead of being delivered as a published app.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to speak with VMblog, and we hope you have a very successful show.
Thank you very much.